Woo, it's still all loud in my ears. How's everybody doing today? MS, Dimmer, Pixel Sharks. Appreciate all of you being here. So, let me fade this music out here entirely, because it's time to start the game up. The game is called Tower of Time, as the stream title says. This is an early access game that is, I can confirm, is still in development because I've been submitting the error reports in the game to the developer, and the developer actually contacted me back about them. So I can't say for sure that the game is still in development. So hopefully I've got all of the profile, the scenes worked out. Thanks to the host, MS. Appreciate it. Appreciate that, host there, MS, as always. Yes, it's quite fun. It's not multiplayer, but this is a very enjoyable game. To make sure, if you guys notice that the audio is off on, like, when I speak, if there's a delay from what you see of about 600 milliseconds, I need to know. But I'm pretty sure I switched all that. And the one issue that this thing has is that when I click out of the game to shuffle things around, as I do, or to respond to people, the music goes off. So that's one of the downsides. But other than that, I thoroughly enjoyed this game. Okay, so I'm going to just pick up where I left off. This game is basically a get as far down into a tower as you can go game, but it's not like a rogue like one where you have to just go until you die and then start over. It's more exploration, RPG, crafting, style like that. You have a party. I currently have a party of 2 characters. I think you can have a party of with up to 6 people available to you, but I don't think all of them can go into battle. I think you have to. I haven't made it that far yet. I only have two main characters. The main character who you see sitting on the screen right there he's the one whose story this is, but he's currently sitting on that throne while his 2 trusted, knights, I guess you'd call them, do all the hard work going down into and exploring the actual cave or the tunnel. Let's try that a third time. The tower. Alright, so I have just come back from the town. You can exit to the town pretty much anytime you want. This is as far as I've made it into the tower on this level. This is the first level, so I haven't made it that far. I did all the intro basically to get into it, and I've explored this much of it. This off to the right was a dead end. The only thing still of note over there is this little offshoot tunnel right here. There's a quest that I have to fill, this one right here, and I'm still looking for the appropriate object to make that the god of the dead happy. I just discovered this blacksmith, and while I was over here I found the key that I need to open up this section over here, so that's where I'm headed now. So it has that top down, top side view of like a Diablo 3. Let's see, what is the quest trying to tell me? The key in the lock. Yes, I found the second half of the key. As your party reaches the top of the stairs. Yeah, there's a doorway here. There's a doorway over here. Right here. By examining the wall closely, your party is sure it is an entrance to a secret passage. They can see the light coming through the cracks in the stone. But I haven't figured out a way to open it. Spider webs. There are a lot of cobwebs in this area, yet only the brittle husks of the long dead spiders are to be seen. This is a bad thing. I don't know about you guys, but I'm quite happy with the spiders being dead. Alright, so we got some gold here. Lots of gold just sitting around in this tower. Alright, so you guys are going to get to see what battle is like. It's a little bit confusing at first, but once you get started in it. Alright, so I'm going to be fighting up to 6. Looks like he's going to be the big bad over here, this elite magi spirit. Assaulting your party, they are not heavily armored but have strong life drain. Break their channel whenever possible. So we don't want them to be drawing our power. So, but they don't take a lot. It doesn't take a lot to hit them. So, all right. So we'll go into the battle scene. You have a moment at the beginning before you click begin to look over the battlefield. See what it is you're dealing with here. So we have spawn point. Spawn point. Probably spawn points here. And probably nothing from there. I have 2 ranged melee. He also has the ability to put up a wall, so if I wanted to, I could put a wall here and force them to come around. With my archer here shooting at them as they come. You switch back and forth between them by choosing get over there and attack him. Back this way. Make her. Oh, cutting into the wall. Doesn't look like any are coming from that direction, so. There we go. That one wasn't as hard as others. Does elevation get used, or is it generally a flat fighting surface? I haven't seen them make use of elevation, kind of like like what we see in the battles in Endless Legend. I haven't seen elevation come into it yet. I would love to be able to get my archer up onto something where she could just shoot things. So whenever we do get that door open, there's going to be some fighting going on. Inside, arcane gold ring of mana. Some inventory. Let's see, what is this? So it does go there. Okay. Mastery 1, mana regeneration 0.2, enchant is empty. What are these? I don't remember what those symbols are. They haven't explained those yet. There's a up, ha ha. Boom. The door is open. Well, that was easy. A simple lever, brightly lit and in plain sight. This group of elite Risen had been easy for you. Judging from what we have seen so far, I have a sinking suspicion that nothing in this place will come easy. What's that, Kay? A little pessimism in your voice, I hear? It's just all starting to feel a little familiar, and familiarity gives us the tactical advantage. So we have the arrogant knight and the snarky female archer. Those are the characters we have here. Mysterious cave area. Oh, this looks like a bigger fight. Combat difficulty 1. Some combat encounters do not follow a linear exploration, and some are leading to an optional area, meant to be revisited later. Combat difficulty defines the total number of enemy waves and total health pool of enemies. Besides that, spawn locations and share of various enemy types in each wave is random. Each encounter, even in the same place, will therefore play differently. Still need to work on their text. You can judge the difficulty of the combat by observing the composition of the enemy group visible on the map and by reading the description of the battles. Yes, you already. Why are you telling us again? If you have only Kane and Maeve in the party, untrained and poorly equipped, this group can be quite hard. You can always come back later once you extend your party and get access to new skills and equipment. If you're about to be defeated, you can restart the battle by clicking the arrow icon on the top right part of the screen. On hard and epic difficulty, you should not expect to win every combat without some preparation and adjustments of equipment and skills. In this instance, exploiting Risen's weakness to certain elements can be very helpful. Okay, so thanks for the warning. I am not anywhere near equipped to handle that. I will come back later. Refreshing them. So now let's go over here to Zedo. Maeve, hold up your half of the key we found. I'll place my half alongside. On the count of 3, we will slide them in together and see if the door unlocks. Together, huh? Quest completed. Nice. And we have another one. Oi, an elite boss. You have encountered your first boss. They are very powerful creatures with a lot of health and various skills that can change depending on the remaining health. They can also summon special enemies to their aid. Unlike normal battles, this encounter ends when you kill the elite. So like in the Renowned Explorers, if you kill the boss, the encounter's over. I want to check something. Yep, I don't have a choice. This is pretty much the only direction I can go. Well, let's save and see what happens. Come on, Mr. Scarecrow. Not Mr. Scarecrow, Mr. Grim Reaper. Reaper Guard. Adept Guard, Archer Guard. Okay, well, here we go. Boss fight. Let's see how this goes. Alright. Spawn. Ooh, spawn over there. Spawn right there. And we are out in the open over here. Eesh. Thinking I may want to go over here. Well, apparently just upgrading the gear just as little as I did, it was enough. Probably could handle that other battle. And he has a sword. Construction of unimaginable size of the tower. Upon its completion, it was said that a man falling from the top could recite the full Kadash Ras before his death, easing his passage to the afterlife. That's a bit tall. Oh, that's a picture of him when he was a kid, after he'd encountered the tower. and had his memory blocked. He had all these visions of images and stuff, and he would go around and draw on them. And the villagers, I first thought he was crazy, but eventually just, when nothing happened, it just kind of became a part of him, and they just ignored him. You unlocked new challenge group, Risen Challenges. If you return to city, you can find it in the tower. Okay. And we have a new waypoint. Nothing around to look at. Deep well. Let's take this down. Your champions finally move within the range of a teleporter stone. When they approach, you speak to them. Do not be alarmed, my friends. I can use these teleporter crystals to carry my voice and communicate with you when you are nearby. I'm quite pleased with your progress. So what about the other 3 that I found? But I must request you return to the throne room at once. There have been some developments here, unexpected visitors, and their intentions as of yet are unclear. Your party will now teleport back to the throne room to greet the strangers. Warning. There we go. I was wondering how we got all the way back up there. Well, thanks to all of the hosts today. It's very nice. Oh, there's 8 people. Really appreciate it. I am Eric Druid. Oh yeah. Elin Silla Lumen Omentilmo. A star shines on the hour of our meeting. Okay, whatever. I laid what is left of the elven dominion of the Evermore Forest. The Great Council has sensed the mysterious power emanating from this area. The elves, long thought lost, are returned. We respect the sovereignty of humans in the Middle Lands as we ever will. Yet I ask that you allow me to join an expedition to explore this place. Hey, we're about to get a new party member. You gladly accept an offer of support. You can now add Eric Druid to your party. So what, where the dwarves will show up. Okay, new party member. You mentioned earlier that they designed the game so that players would want to complete it. Is there any idea how many levels there are in the tower? I don't know. I haven't made it that far. I'm essentially in the start game. So, I mean, I just consider that whole first level, that first tower, like my intro to the game and all of the aspects of it. I mean, you saw how many times they were throwing, informative messages at me to make sure I understood everything. Eric, an elven druid, commands the power of earth and attacks enemies at a distance by wand focused on her staff. He's a healer, and he can summon elemental allies. They are the most closely attuned to mana, except for mystics. They can make powerful items in the past. He resides in the Mage Tower. You can train him when you find a suitable tome of knowledge. Oh yes, Mage Tower, that's new. Okay, so when we enter the tower, he can join the party. Okay, so this is the city here. You can do a lot of different things here. Armor, the barracks here, you can go in and train. Eventually I'll get, see, this is how I know I'll get more. I'll get 4 more characters. I'm willing to bet you anything. That's a dwarf. That's probably a dwarf. Kayla's probably a human. I'm willing to bet Whisper is a mystic. Okay. So yeah, you basically spend the money you need to train. So I can train him, which will boost his HP and mana, and I'm going to because he's the only one that's not level 2 yet. So that increases that. I can go to the library where I can look up my quests, bestiary, look up the story so far. The keep, this is where you can go in and adjust your characters. Now you can do a lot of this while you're in the tower. You don't have to wait to do that. Some things you have to come back out of the tower to do. But things like adding your skills and some of the basic crafting and stuff you can do while you're there. At least that's what I've experienced so far. So she's got points to spend. He's got 6, 3, and 3. So basically we have to catch him up. And so far I've put 5 into his might. No, I haven't put any into his might, but I added some to his speed, so his moves are quicker and he moves quicker. A little bit into mastery, so I'm going to bump mastery up. Yeah. 1. I'm going to bump his life up 1. I'm going to bump his might up 1. Approve. Now with him, wow, look at his mastery skills. But he's kind of weak here, so let's give him some more HP. Give him some speed. We'll give him a little more HP. Some might. And a little more mastery. There we go. Just so for those that weren't here last time, might is damage of melee and range attacks, both physical and magic. At higher levels, it also increases armor penetration. Speed, attack speed, all kinds. And it decreases skill cooldown. Mastery, power of skills. It can increase mana rate, regeneration rate, and maximum health. It also increases resistances to the elements. So that's what those 4 little sections do. So now her. I want her to have a little bit more oomph in her attacks and for them to be faster. Okay, so inventory. Aha. Okay, so that's going there. Health regeneration, fire resistance. Well, since you're the only one who can wear those gloves, glad I hung on to them. Do I want to go with... Oh, there's mana regeneration. That's nice. I think I'll do this one. Don't need anything for her. Now for him, let's see, what do we got here? Oh, this is definitely better. Even after I did put some enchanting things into this specific sword, but this is still better. And I do still have this for when it's needed. This is good for having something like this, or a hammer is good for when you're facing a heavily armored foe, which is why when I read the tips on the battle I went in to face with the spirits, the risen spirits, when it said they weren't armored, I didn't switch to this. Okay, so now skill tree. Okay, so he has 4 upgrade points available. She has 4. He should have 5. Okay. So which one did you go? How did you go? Enhancement. Damage. Okay, so this is no different. Okay. Damage per attack +2. 3 upgrade points for that needed. Let's refund. Let's go ahead and do that then. Oh, yeah, see, that changed that. I'd rather have this be the one. Okay, so now let's go to him. We'll go ahead and upgrade this. And save that other upgrade point. And for him, same thing. Now what do we have over here? We have poison damage per second, poison duration +2 seconds, duration +10 seconds, mana cost. What is the skill right here? Party damage per attack. Okay. I'll go with that one. Hey, level up lady, how are you? Did you finally finish that DLC? I haven't played Zelda in a while because of Christmas. I didn't do anything on Christmas Eve. I'm looking forward to it. That's probably what I'm going to play. I know I'm going to play it on Sunday, but I may play it on Saturday. But I do want to keep playing this too. This and Zelda are my new main games. Okay, so everybody's upgraded. That's where we just were. Now he's in the Mage Tower. Don't have the money yet to upgrade that. I'm sure we'll get some more structures over here. Blacksmith's where you can go to you can spend these jewels. I'm doing very great, level up lady. Have some blogs to write later today, but started playing this past weekend and took the time to actually send feedback to the developer because it's still in early access, and the developer got back to me. So I thought, you know what, I should just keep playing, keep talking to the developer. I did not get this game free, but I did get it in early access. Working on maxing your equipment. Hey, I get that. So I'm not going to spend too much time in here, but this space, when you come in here, you can see you can craft stuff. You can make things that you don't already have. So, for example, this character right here doesn't have much armor. So if I wanted to, I could create some armor for him. I could craft some, but there's no guarantee that it will come out for him. When I did this last time, I ended up creating a pair of gloves that, when I only had these two characters, they couldn't use. So I'm not going to spend much time on that one right now. And now we'll need to get a new blueprint to upgrade this one. So I'm going to go back to the tower. Oh, we have challenges now. And we can enter into that section. Okay. Yes. So we can have up to 4 people in our active party. Yes, everybody. Oh, you should. I'm going to give her a shout out. If you aren't following her, definitely give her a follow. Oh, how did that? I didn't get to see. Did you finally make it past that stupid robot boss in Cuphead? I remember you were going after him for a long time in that little airplane. And no problem, level up lady. I should also do one for Dynamis Gamer. Oh, he's still playing Zelda Wind Waker. What are you gonna do when you finally finish that one? You're welcome, MS. What are you gonna do when you finally finish that game? What Zelda are you gonna play next? Curious. And you, level up lady, when you finally finish maxing out Breath of the Wild, what are you gonna play? Okay, so we are back in the tower. Only now we have 4 characters. So we have this. He acts like an elf, but he looks like like something else. Okay, so all right, so I'm going to go back and take this fight on. Oh, the casino at the end. That part is so. I should save since I've just come back from the town. That part is so frustrating because you basically just have to go all the way back to the beginning of it when you start. Zelda 2. If you're asking me, I would pick A Link to the Past. That's a great game, and a lot of people like that game. I'm not a huge fan of Zelda 2, but hey, that's just me. I think when I finally finish Breath of the Wild, I may actually go back and actually do a playthrough of Skyward Sword, because I never finished that. Mario Galaxy? Not Mario Galaxy. Mario Odyssey. That game looks great, but I don't have the mullahs to get another one. Alright, let's have a fight. I got plenty to play as it is. And so I also have Setsuna. Hello, Chalice Mike. This game. I like it. Alright, so let's scope out the battlefield. I like Odyssey. I do like Odyssey. And that'll be interesting to watch you play. But this game, I do enjoy it. It's still relatively new for me. Alright, so we have 2 spawn points over here, so that's basically 1 spawn point here and a spawn point here. And this time we actually have a much better battlefield to manage. I can use the warrior here to drop. Hey, there's another one. Let me cast a shout out for the LT here. Veterans gotta stick together to the top. Right there, LT. PVG. This how do you describe this game? It's like an exploration game. It's a tower game where you're basically going down and down and down and down into the tower, but it's an RPG because there's a storyline going on to it. So it's not a rogue like game. You can save. If you die, you just go back to that point where you saved. So, all right. So let's go ahead and start this battle. I'm going to use my warrior to probably block this one or this one of the two. We'll see which one. I don't know what he does, this little druid, yet. We'll figure that out. So let's get this battle started. You select your things by number 1. Okay, so let's do W. Come back over here. Nice. Q. Oh, this is going to be fun. When you see that stop time thing, that means it's giving you a second to do a skill to slow down. I don't know what this guy's skills are, so. Okay. You go over here. You go over here. No, go there. I hit the wrong key. You go here. You go here also. Attack that one. The spacebar pauses it also. It basically slows down the game for a second, just so you can see what you're doing. Get up there, knock him out. Back over here real quick. Alright, there we go. Come this way, and now go. Go get him. Go get him. Oh yeah, I'm basically on the first like level of the tower. I haven't even made it to the, I just made it past the boss to get over to that to this part. And this is kind of like a, I guess you'd say it could be like a special instance battle kind of a thing. Get over there, buddy. There we go. And we got some shoes. I wonder who can wear those. So that battle right there was like a special instance battle. It was kind of a side battle on this map. I was gonna skip it until I went and fought the elite boss, and the elite boss went down rather simply. So I'm like, oh, I think I can handle this. I think the difficulty in that battle is just that there's more of them coming, and they come from multiple angles. And it's just a matter of managing all of those creatures that want to draw your HP out instead of actually fighting you. The advantage to having all of them there, though, is that they are really easy to wipe out. Alright, so let's see who gets the boots. Not you. Not you. You do. You get boots. Somebody finally has some boots on. Well, better boots. Okay. So this looks like... yeah, see, this is an unmapped portion. And actually, this section down here, all the way down here to the bottom of the map, this is also an unmapped portion. So we went out of the tower. We busted through the wall and came out into this area. And here's the same thing. We busted through the wall, and now we're in this unmapped section. Our first secret passage. Now what do we have here? It must have been a mining facility. Mining as in precious stones? Come on. You really must curtail your lust for wealth, Maeve. No good comes of such pursuits. So yeah, also he's the high and mighty one, and she's she's more of the contagonist type. Oh, what's this? Ruined Tower, day second of Elidris Medea 125 AS. They actually had a whole little conversation earlier about what AS means. They don't actually remember. The food is slowly running out, and we still have not found a way to leave the tower. It has shifted too deep underground to dig an exit now. We've tried through this mining facility, but we failed terribly. Halfway up the mine shaft, the convulsions of the earth brought down the ceiling. We all watched in silence at the manic persistence of the kin of the men we lost. Okay, you definitely need to work on your construction there, of your sentences. Who kept digging long after the rest of us saw it was hopeless. I fear the worst. Stealth let us, or Sleeth let us hear, promising that the great tower will have plenty of supplies and offer protection from the storms above. At first, it was as he said. We found supplies aplenty, but they dwindled now. Okay, whatever that was, in my left ear, that was creepy as heck. They dwindle now, as does our initial naive optimism. Sleeth is telling us that the only way now is to find a way down to the lower level. Today, our stoutest and quickest among them, my apprentice, depart on an expedition under his leadership. May the ancient spirits watch over them. So I'm guessing at some point we're going to find the remains of this party. So I was responding to one of the pixel sharks. Okay, so they tried to find their way out. No, the druid there leaning against the wall looked like a corpse that was set up. So what do we have here? Oh, treasure. More gloves. Can anybody wear them? Less magic penetration. More skill damage increase. More resistances. What the heck? Okay. The other thing we're currently looking for right now as I run around is I'm looking for some kind of living creature to be a sacrifice. I encountered over here in this little offshoot of the tower here, I encountered a statue who's basically the Grim Reaper, the god of the dead, and he offered to help us with the undead if we offer him a worthy sacrifice. Now neither of them want to offer up a person to them. So I tried a stick and nothing from a branch from a tree, and he got mad at us. So then I tried again, and I tried a frog, and all he gave us was a cheap little sword. So now I'm trying again, and this time I'm looking for a larger animal of some kind. Because I still have the active quest. When I see it, it'll actually, when I look at an item, it'll tell me if it thinks it's appropriate. So I don't have to look around and say, oh, well, maybe that one, maybe that one. It'll actually tell me that this could be an appropriate sacrifice. Metal tracks of some sort, old stories tell about them. Ancients used this technology to travel quickly over long distances. You've forgotten what trains are? A skeleton in a cage. What crime do you need to commit to be sentenced to death in such desperate circumstances? He was probably stealing food from everybody. Maybe. I mean, I could think of a lot of reasons why somebody down in this situation would need to be locked up. Alright, so secret passage complete. So now we make our way back over here. I also have a big blacksmith, a smithery right here, that as I progress, as I find more blueprints and stuff, I can come back to it in order to get other things made. I used my one shot. I had one shot at it to start, just so I could see. This is your first time here. We're gonna give you something so you can try it. Didn't give me much, but now I have to wait until it regenerates power, or I find more of this special. It was a special type of coal that I found that powered it. Okay. Teleporter stone. Entrance to the second sector. Discovered a new teleport. Oh. This is new. This doesn't look promising. Poor souls. It looks like they became stranded on the other side when the bridge collapsed. They tried to make it to the lower level, but their rope was too short. I wonder why no one came to help them. Were they the last of the people living here? They must have lingered through long days of despair before Syndros took them. A horrible way to die. A shame they did not take proper safety precautions and foresee such a potential disaster. What do you say, Eric? Okay. So, broken bridge. Your champions considered the possibility of repairing the broken bridge, but then decided it would take too long to do so. Is there anything else I can do here? Nope. Looks like I'm going to be going down through this mine shaft over here. Oh, there's more. What's this book? Oh, treasure. Boots! Sabatons. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell. You get some boots, good sir. Put some boots on. You need boots. There's a book. History of Artara. During your exploration of the tower, your champions will find special books, Days of Old volumes. They will reveal the history of the land and explain much about what actually transpired in the past, why your land is so devastated, and what your true objective might be. You can replay them in the library, a location that stunned them because they'd never seen one book, let alone that many books. And they don't trust the librarian that was there. Oh, there's also this random spirit that appears. She looks like the angel of death kind of thing. She's the tower. As your champions reach for this book, they notice that it is different from all the others. This one has a nimbus of white light around it, swirling in an intricate pattern. They touch it, and the wave of invisible power washes over them. Your minds are suddenly overwhelmed by a vision. Movie!
Central lands. Dwarves lived in the highlands of the west and built underground cities filled with precious stones. Elves were caretakers of vast living forests in the east. To the north, mighty frostlings ruled icy plains and frozen seas. To the south, mystical shadow people wandered great deserts. The world was in balance. There was no magic as we know it today. No mysterious powers over air or fire. No magic-fueled artifacts able to grind mountains to dust. There were godlike beings, rulers of 4 elements, but their power came from immortality and wisdom, not from mystical force. Instead, there was progress. Technological advancements that gave races control over the world. Steam machines, electricity, amber stones which could harness the energy of the sun, medicine, metallurgy, and flying machines. People's ambitions raised ever higher, to reach the stars one day. Then, one day, strange globes of dark blue light began to appear in random places. People did not know what to make of them, but they soon learned that if touched, they were absorbed by the body, giving the person mystical powers. They could heal wounds, call rain to fertilize crops, or lift heavy objects. Most people assumed this power came from the earth itself, as a reward for them being worthy, or caring about the land so much. Only some doubted that, and wondered where the power really came from, and what would be the real price to pay for it.
Well, and yes, Pixel Sharks, it was a very pretty world, wasn't it? Too bad it doesn't look like that now. Now the whole planet is covered with a cloud of ash. Your party stands motionless for a long time, lost in wild surmise. You sit transfixed on your crystal throne above. Tears of sadness streak the faces of you and your champions alike. This you that they're referring to is the guy I told you at the beginning, whose this story is technically his story, but he's sitting up on the crystal throne letting them do all the hard work. In the vision, you saw the land as it had been in the old days, a place of beauty and wonder, filled with joy and wisdom. Only now do you see how much has been lost, yet the cause of the devastation remains unclear. And I'm sure at some point he's going to have a bigger role to play, but I haven't seen it yet. They've hinted at it. It is one thing to know what has gone before, but quite another to actually be there. You recover slowly from this experience. You must find more volumes of this work. You must understand what has happened and what your role must be and what is to come. Do you think it was ever truly like that? It's hard to imagine looking at Artara today, but I have no reason to doubt the vision. But in an entire world without magic, it doesn't seem possible or plausible. Oh, on the contrary, it is more than plausible. It is a certainty, and Artara was a thriving, rich society before the magic arrived. You seem so confident of your assertion, noble elf, almost as if your people have evidence of the fact. Well, I know. It's just if you consider written record evidence, well, I guess we do at that. It's like a sad D&D campaign. Yeah, it is. Okay, so we've had our vision. Metal gates. This massive gate is closed. Your champions see no locker obvious means of opening it. That means I'm going to trigger. There's someone up ahead who's going to be able to trigger that one. Oh, or I just hit the lever. Simple enough. Kind of anticlimactic. The last time I had one of those that didn't have a lock. It wasn't a lever that opened it. Gold. Ooh, this is another armor forge. This forge appears to be adjusted for armor upgrades only. Remember, you can upgrade only one item in each forge, so choose carefully. Click on it again to use. Well, currently I don't really feel like upgrading anything, so I'll save it. Oh, we found a whole nother side to this thing. That's the bridge. We still have that mine shaft back there to go to. Let's see what's over here. Oh, I'm not ready to cross bridges yet. Oh, there's a table. Your champions see a few small golden coins on the plates. Gold is of no value to the starving. This is true. The last time I saw one of those little pearl things right there, I had to fight for it. Oh, look, there's something up here. Game's getting a little choppy, I'm not really sure why. Where does this go? Let's go this way. Back over here. There's some stairs up here that I'm missing. Oh, yes. Right here. Get back over there. Didn't tell you to go that way. Ruined Tower, day 34th of Sindris, Medea. As the village scribe, I start this journal to write down our history. What a joy. This place is all that Sleeth had promised and more. So much food, all locked in containers sealed with magic. Meat, fruit, and even cakes with cream, as if fresh from the dairy. The children are so happy here. They run around, exploring every corner of the tower, and run back excited and with wide eyes, telling us of what wonders they find. I remember the time when Sleeth came to our village to defend us from the shadows. The gentle slopes of Rance Tor had served as pastures for our herds for generations, all lost in the great eruption. Along with the toxic fumes and came the shadows. Sounds like a volcano. We were certain to die. Our only reprieve was due to the evil glee they took in killing their victims slowly. I do not wish to write more on that. It is better now to look to the future. Sleeth appeared as if from nowhere and rode into battle against them, wielding a furious white magic, and destroyed them all. Our savior, as we call him now, led us to this place, promising a sanctuary from the dying world above. And here we are, safe and warm, with full bellies. Sleeth is urging us not to be complacent and to explore this level and find a way to deeper floors. We will heed his request, and I will find a way down. We owe him that much and more. We owe him. We owe him our lives. Oh, I know what I forgot to do. I forgot to turn something on. Tisk, tisk. Tisk, tisk. Go back. Sorry, I'm adjusting something over here that I forgot to turn on. Anything else up here? Does not. There's remnants over here. Yep. Go down this way. Over here. There's a wall there. That's right. And go over here. It's like a whole little city they found over here. It looks like this was an armory. There are rusted remnants of the smith's handiwork. These common items did not survive the test of time. Of course they didn't. Sorry about the little thing taking up for a second. It'll go away in just a moment once I make it invisible. There. Alright, what do we have here? Remnants, remnants, remnants. Gold. There's a pretty sword. That doesn't seem to be doing anything. There we go. And plop. There's... I forgot to turn on the avatars. Silly me. Silly me. There. Now everybody's avatars are back. A note. Ah. This is one that looks like one of those blueprints. There is no need for any crossbow here, even as ancient as mine. I will oil it, wrap it in cloth, and hide it in the secret crystal cave nearby. The passage is hidden behind green ivy, opposite the forge, so it will stay there safe from rust. May I never need it again. Looks like we're going to find a special crossbow. Maybe. A hidden cave near the forge. I did not notice a single trace when we passed by. It must be extremely well concealed. Or you just didn't see it. Treasure, treasure, treasure. Something over here is generating a lot of... something that's causing the game to be just a little jerky. I'm not sure what. Remnants of some tools. There's nothing useful here. So why do you keep drawing my attention to it? In this fountain there is no water, just a strange coagulated substance that emits faint green glow. One of our champions reaches down and touches it but recoils, their skin burned by acid. Basically, it's not what you think it is. Aha, we found another teleporter. Look at all these books. Here, what do we have here? A dusty scroll. You know what, before I go down that way any farther, I'm going to go... Uh-oh. I forgot about the pearl. No, yes. The avatars. Yes. I forget. Let me see. Let's see which one am I? Oh, yep, I'm Sonic because I'm a sub. Alright, so let's do battle. It's time to fight. It's like your Shadow Sonic there, level up lady. I'm gonna be rude as a host. And look, he farts and runs. Alright, so we have spawn point there. I have to defend these. That's the key to this battle. Spawn point there, and obviously one there, but nothing down here. Go there. Take him out. Take him out. You go there. No, you can just stay there. Shoot him. No, shoot him. Don't just walk at him. Alright, good. Battle is... Ooh, somebody put some pants on. Pants, pants, pants. Oh, which, there you go. Training and cost, yes. It gets more expensive to train the higher up you go. Oh, I didn't know if you knew this level up lady, but you can throw people. Just toss you all over the place. Alright, come on, game. Gotta work on your loading screens. Definitely need to let them know that. Your load screens take a little while. Let's go find this cave. Table. This seems to have been an herbalist apothecary. You see some remnants of the plants and herbs, but the ancient specimens crumble at the touch. The champions will not know what to do with them anyway. Yes, I need an herbalist. This much I know. Is anything else up here? Okay, so let's go back down. Oh. Wow. Did not see that up there. No, go back down. He is bound and determined to go up that. I want to go up. No, we're going downstairs. Yes, that's nothing. There's the smithy. Is it across from it? Something over there is requiring. Oh, right there. You can see it. Crystal Cave. Such astounding beauty. Look at the way the crystals shimmer with light. It feels almost elven by design. Their allure makes me yearn for the elven capital, Lothlorien, from days of old. Really? Lothlorien? Lothlorien? Looks like the same crystals that make up the throne on which my lord now sits. Odd that someone would choose this cave to hide a crossbow. Well, are you really going to complain? You're about to get yourself a formation of fully formed crystals. There it is. Excellent craftsmanship, perfectly balanced. The draw must be at least 200 pounds. I doubt any steel armor can withstand a bolt from this weapon. Quest completed, secret note. Alright, let's check out her new crossbow. Ephemeric Chains Wand. Applies 20% slow for 5 seconds. Yes, I will take that. Yes, return to the city for that one. Yep, return to the city. This one right here, though, doesn't really give me much. Alright. Anything else over here? Nope, nope, nope. A formation of fully formed crystals. Why did you need to tell us that? We didn't really need to know. Oh, come back out here. Okay, so we have the crossbow. Oh, it's been a while. I should save. Save the game, Guthron. Save the game. It's been almost 30 minutes. Whoa. Went up there. Okay, so now let's go in here. Into the living quarters. Oh, blueprint. Companion of Magi 1. In the ancient times, the knowledge of magic was intuitive to all people, gained at the moment of absorption of mana nodes, though some obviously had a greater aptitude in its use than others. You have found a tome that explains the basics of power usage. It is still at the entry level, yet already far beyond what you had known before. You can upgrade heroes to max level 4. Well, thank you kindly. Ancient book. Your champions find a book that apparently describes clever ways of cultivating land. You take the book to give it to the farmers in the city. Despite the weak soil and weaker sunlight, perhaps they will benefit from this ancient wisdom. That's the same one. The Dark Tome has an uncanny air of menace about it. Inside, you see pictures of shadows of various shapes and sizes, with detailed notes alongside. You do not understand this language, yet a creeping dread comes across you. Perhaps your champions can come back later when you have the courage to study it. I have the courage now. What are you talking about? Same one. Let's go over here. Anything else? Alright. Your champions have found the first enchanting recipe. Enchantments are powerful effects that can be imbued onto the item of your choice. While extremely expensive, they often can change your combat tactics. Okay. Various item types such as weapons or different armor types can have their own unique enchantments. Only relic purple items are potent enough to hold an enchantment. Okay. Life Drain number 1. Life Drain number 1. Regenerative Oils number 1. Restores 1% health. So 2 people are going to get Life Drain. And 2 people are going to get Mana Regen. What's over here? Ancient Scrolls. Your champions can find ancient magic scrolls scattered across the tower. They hold powerful incantations able to increase various statistics of a hero of your choosing. However, they can also contain a sacrificial effect, decreasing your champion's statistics for the greater good, passing it to the less fortunate. See, it could take one, like where one character is really good at one, it's like, yeah, you're too good at this. We're going to give it to this guy over here who's not so good. I wonder if you get a choice about that. Passing it to less. As all ancients are a long time gone, this sacrifice cannot be transferred to anyone and is lost forever. So maybe not. You can deduce, or maybe it means you can't transfer it to somebody else, so whoever it picks. I don't know, I'll have to see. You can deduce the effect of the scroll by reading it. If you decide to use it, select a champion and click on Activate. If you do not wish to do so, click Drop. Once dropped, preservation magic of the scroll is lost and it burns to ash. So you have to choose to use it then, or it's lost forever. Dusty Scroll. And the great Azon made the first things that moved, and he gazed at what he had wrought, beguiled, for 1,000 days and 1,000 nights, so full of life they were. Artura Weft, Chapter 1, Verse 9. One of your champions can break the seal and activate the scroll. Choose your hero. And, I don't know. Who should break it? The arrogant, prideful, live by the rules knight? The antagonist, middle of the ground, I'll break rules if I need to, archer? Or the posh elf who thinks he's too good for everybody else? Who should I have open it? I'm leaning towards him because I think overall he's still the weakest of the 3 because he lacks better armor and stuff. Skill-wise, he should be pretty much equal to them. It's not like one is higher than the others skill-wise. And he's really good in one area, in mastery. He's really good at mastery, so it could end up taking mastery and pushing it to somebody else. We'll do him. Eric's life is increased by 2, and now he has more health. That's good. Are you coming, Eric? Oh boy, big battle. Big fight. Have we explored everything else in this area before I go pick a fight with a troll? Maybe not. Oh, there's another fight. Oh, and we're fighting this one. Here we go. Okay. Thanks, Pixel Sharks. Doesn't look like it's going to be too hard, but we'll see. I do like that it gives you the opportunity to change your party when you go into a fight. That is nice. Oh, you need some power here. Let me give you some juice there. Little device. Alright, so quick look at the battlefield. We have 2 spawn points, 3 spawn points over here, so while it's a single front, we could have a lot coming from that direction. We have 1 spawn point here, 1 spawn point here, and a big one there. So I could hole up in here. Yeah, I think I will. Let's get in here. Kind of nice being back in here. It forces them to come out and play. Oh, someone's firing a fireball. Move, move, move. Get out. Don't stand in the poop. Did you learn nothing from World of Warcraft? Thanks. Yeah, this doesn't seem like... I feel like I'm overpowered now for this level. A bit OP. Just a bit. Especially with some of these abilities to basically force things to fight me the way I want to fight. Boom! No, I want to come back this way. Come on over here. Let's play. Oh, you want to fight? Let's fight. Fire! Go this way. Go ahead. You didn't even get a shot in. No, come back down here. Make him move into range. They'll come under it if they can. Fire! Fire! Move! Move! Hot potato, hot potato, hot potato. Go get him. That sounds like the end. Woo! Gloves. Someone get some gloves. Do not store crafting crystals for later use. Deeper levels of the tower should be rich in them. Ah. So just use the... If you get crafting crystals, just go ahead and use them because you're going to get more. That's good to know. It's good to know. That means I should probably take a moment to go do some crafting at the end. Think, oh, there's a star. There's a star. Who's gonna get it? Who's gonna get it? Who's gonna get it? All right. Well, since this side's open, let's go over here and look at this. It's a big living area here. So we're over here, so we're going to go back up that way in just a second. So we can fight a troll, because who doesn't like to fight a troll? Treasure! Oh, a crossbow. Well, I'm sorry, crossbow, but I already have one. And wow, it's got a lot on the bottom there. Look at that. Magic penetration, skill damage increase, critical chance. Plus it has the air damage, but I think I still like the other one better. That's just me. That's just me. Whoa, nice work. Nice work, level up lady. You get to be on fire for a while. Hello. Ambush. Who's going to be trapped? Last time this happened, my archer was trapped and couldn't do anything. It would have been worse. Okay, so the druid is trapped. Okay, so we have a spawn point right there and two over here. I think. Yes. Go there. All right. Cool. Move. Get out of the poop. Get out of the poop. Everybody get out of the poop. Stop standing in the poop. She's just that good. What can you say? Number one, heal yourself. Let's go this way. Oh, Take him out while you're there. Now run over here. No, we're not here in the middle, so you're not standing right next to a port. Take that out. Now take that out. Poop, poop, poop. Hey, I managed to get it 3 times on your stream, that little star. Fire! Don't stand in the fire. Or in this case, poop. Alright, so. Defeated them. Got another crossbow. Ooh, this one might actually be stronger. We'll have to see. This is an image from the story. You can see the tower being put up. The tower was lost for centuries underground, and then it cracked open. And this is him coming back as he's older when he remembers his experience in the tower as a boy, which was a lot of the first part of the game was him as a boy going in, sneaking in there. And encountering the defenders and encountering the crystal throne then. Which is all in my last episode. But that one, there was definitely a delay on the speaking because I didn't switch over from my Zelda OBS profile. Alright, so let's look at this new one. It definitely does a little bit more. I still like that. It applies slow. So we'll stick with that one for now. You seem lost in thought, Horns. What gives? Horns. An elf could no more get lost in his thoughts than a fish forget how to swim. All right, forget I asked. If you must know, I've been thinking on the vision of the past. What about it? Something that's been bothering me. Okay. The globes of dark blue light, the precursors of magic. Where did they come from? I've been wondering that myself. Why engage me in conversation if you're going to speak for both of us? Kill a girl for jumping to conclusions, why don't you? What? The social infraction hardly seems worth your life. I would never even consider. This is like talking to Spock. Never mind, Horns, just tell me what's on your mind. Very well, I was trying to ascertain why we don't see any of the blue globes of light today. That's it? With the way you've been concentrating so much over here, I thought you were curing famine or something. Anyway, who knows why the glowy things don't come around anymore? Maybe they've all been used up, or maybe they only come around every 1,000 years. Maybe. Okay, does this thing keep going? This thing keeps going. I should go back and wrap up this one battle up here. Let's go fight a troll! All trolls must be battled with. Ooh, what's that over there? Alright. Earthcaller, that's what it is. He's a troll. Oh, orcs and trolls. Mm-hmm. So, spawn point there. I'm guessing that's a spawn point. 2 spawn points there. Not an extremely defensible position, but if I'm up against this thing right here, then they've got to walk a long time. I can block that off. So let's go ahead and start the battle and put all of them over here. Come this way, go there. It'd be nice when I finally have 2 melee types. This way, this way, this way. E. Heal yourself. I didn't tell you to jump over there. Get back over here. 2W. That was nicely done there. Nicely done with the rain. Oh, hold on. All of you. Not just one of you. Boom. Oh, he's standing in poop. He ends it standing in poop. Man, you have to clean your boots off now. Brand new boots. That's lovely. I haven't seen that image yet, so maybe that's a future story. I'm assuming you're talking about you helping Level Up Lady get a star. It's good teamwork there. Unfortunately, I've tried throwing people in to get the star, and it just passes them through it. But I mean, it's easier to get you into a spot so you can just jump instead of worrying about where you're running to. Okay. There's a section over here that we haven't gone up to yet. Let's run back this way and figure out what it is real quick. It's beyond here. It's right here. This way? Yes. Oh, what do we have here? What are these foul green-skinned creatures, and where did they come from? I thought Philetus and we three were the only living people in this tower. Well, who says they're living? Clearly not. These humanoids are not native to our lands. They must originate from far across the great waters. There is no logical explanation how they arrived here. Perhaps these greenskins are responsible for the Risen? At the very least, they must be allies, else they'd have wiped each other out long ago. If these creatures are living, maybe I'll get the option to capture one. Do you always jump to such hasty assumptions? I sense these creatures have an affinity with magic, but none that I recognize. More time is required to ascertain what connections lie between the two, if any such connection does indeed exist. Okay, Spock. What is that? Now, Crook, I lat, of I lat dolmen katu. It's my best Orcish. I'm sorry, friend, but your words are quite incomprehensible to us. We do not understand what you are saying. As I was saying, we do not understand what you are saying. Kulnej I from Lakat Awasan. Kulnej to Noav no. No. To know Aik of our. Buav lat mukav de parav. This is pointless. He doesn't understand what you're saying either. Use your hands, Kane. Kane grasps the blade of his sword, raising the weapon to his face, tipped toward the floor. He drops his head slightly, presenting himself in a somewhat vulnerable and non-aggressive manner. You're talking to orcs. They don't buy that. Told you, you just ticked them off. They're like Klingons. You gotta be strong. Urgh. Wow, what is happening to him? Right. So we have 5 spawn points, but 2 of them are right next to each other. This right here looks like it could be a good spawn point. I mean, good battle point. So let's get over here quickly. Because from here, I can fire at them. Move! Get out of the fire, good sir. Oh, there's a spawn point over here? Oh. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Tricky, tricksy. Come back this way, make them come closer. closer. Then. Nice. Nicely done. Good job there, Kane. W. Alright, nicely done. Kane, we need to heal you. An amulet. We have an amulet. What kind of amulet do we have? There he is again, drawing his symbols. Okay, so they just rushed at us this time. No words spoken. So much for any chance at peaceful relations. We cannot fault ourselves. These creatures are full of a deep-seated rage, not the blind loathing of the risen, but a focused anger. They fight with an almost desperation in their manner. Even if we had found a way to speak with them, it's unlikely the outcome would have been any different. These risen must have been animated by an ancient and powerful work of magic, the likes of which I have no knowledge of, and I am well learned in the necromantic arts. Such a vile act, disturbing the peace of the departed. We must take it upon ourselves to destroy its source at once, and the green skins that rot it. Maybe this Devron he mentioned can help? Somehow I get the feeling he's connected to one of the statues around here. I see you. I only felt the others, but I actually see you. Oh, how wonderful it is to see another human being after all this time. That's not creepy at all. You can speak? How can this be? What magic restores your life? Who are you? You don't know what it's been like lying here in the darkness. Thoughts of escape, my only companion, for so very long, until the voices came and told me there was no leaving this place. Something below in this tower pulling us, keeping us, all of us, here. Nothing now but the incessant song, whispers and a cold, numb feeling. I don't think he hears us, pitiful thing. There's no place to be there is no place to be trapped for eternity. The emerald magic sings again, calling, commanding, but we cannot go. The ancient spirit Devron whispers to us, tells us to stay, to ignore the emerald song. Can you hear his voice? He has whispered to us for so many, many years, and yet we are restless still. Will you help me? I beg of you, destroy the magic that makes the song. Destroy it so that I may follow Devron's whispers, and finally know peace. Please, please. After his final echoing plea, the skeleton falls motionless, staring into darkness above through hollow, lifeless eyes. Sorry, someone asking me a question. Okay. This skeleton knows more than he's letting on. We need to crack him while we have the chance. Bad pun. Let the dead be. It is unwise and unnatural to parley with such creatures. Besides, you yourself said he couldn't hear us. For us to linger so he is aware of our presence, you yet can't communicate, is to prolong his torment. Torment? How can a pile of animated bones suffer? If there's one thing that growing up in the human fringe settlements taught me, it's that you never let an opportunity go to waste. Kane, you know the more information we have of this place, the more likely we are to complete my lord's task. Many times I've had to be persuasive to gather information, but always with the living. I don't know what proper etiquette dictates for the risen. Spurred by Kane's indecision, Maeve and Eric argue the matter heatedly, each set on defending their position without compromise. Watching them bicker, you feel their emotions and sense their thoughts before they even speak. You feel as though with the subtlest thoughts you could sway them both to your will. A resolution to the issue may consume valuable time, unless you decide to intervene. Ooh, choices. Do I interrogate the skeleton or leave the skeleton be? I mean, we could use the information, but interrogating him might cause more problems. We could end up stirring up more creatures. Then, it could be one of those cascading effect things. We start meddling now, and the farther down we go, the more things result. Oh, there's another one. Who's gonna get it? I'm thinking I'm just gonna interrogate it. What the heck? You focus your will on Eric, suggesting the elves allow Maeve to proceed. I think we're meddling in areas we have no right to do so, but have it your way, Marksman. I will argue the matter no further. Maeve reaches down and grabs the skeleton by the collarbone, rattling him back to an animated state. Don't leave us just yet, Slim. We want to know more about this tower. Oh, you're still here. I'd so hoped you left to destroy the power of the Emerald Song. Perhaps it holds you here too, or an even more dreadful thought, you could be agents of the Green-Skinned, sent to collect me by hand and deliver me to their leader. Oh no, not that. Not their horrible Earthcaller. What kind of shaman casts a shadow so large? He must be twice the size of a man, and where he goes, the soil behind him lays poisoned, overrun with a toxic green slime that burns without flame. I can still hear his atrocious chants echoing through the halls. I don't think I'll ever forget those awful howls for the rest of my days. I guess it makes no difference. I am trapped here for all eternity, and for all eternity here, I'll stay. The skeleton once again goes limp and lifeless. That's enough, High Courier. His tales are too disturbing. Let's move on. Alien Totem. This totem is pulsing with a green magic light. Yes. Table. Your party finds strange items on the table. They must belong to the Greenskins. They cannot understand their purpose and decide to leave them where they lay. Let's just mark the table. What's this? Anything over here? Treasure! Treasure's always a good thing. Oh, we got a ring. Where's the ring? Gold ring of regeneration, health regeneration. So she's got mana and mastery. Actually, this one needs to come off. He needs the mana one. What does he have? He has nothing. Let's do health regen on him since he's always in the middle of a fight. Oh, she gets gloves now. I forgot we had gloves. Achievement unlocked. Ready for adventure. Those are not good as mine. Neither of them can wear them. Okay. We're going to have to stop that green stuff from emanating. I guarantee that's going to be part of it. Nothing over here? Alright, let's go back this way. Do, 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 do. Run, 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 run. Oh, treasure. I see some treasure I missed. Grab the gold. Oh, no, it's right here. Anything else? There's a treasure chest up here. How do we get to it? There it is. Ooh, a sword. What kind of sword do we have? Slower. Wait a minute. I could put two. No. So let's put this on. No, go back. Why aren't you letting him carry? Oh, this is a two-hander right here. That's why. get some chest armor for this buddy. Anything else here? No? Some gold. Wait a minute, I see some more gold. Sleeping area. This must have been a sleeping area. Underneath one of the beds, your champions found remains of a stuffed animal with a long neck. This child's toy seems macabre in such surroundings. Alright, let's go back this way. Okay. Devron. Ah, the champions have arrived. My sister Rithora foresaw your coming long ago. I have been observing your progress with great pleasure. It is a dull existence down here, watching the risen mill around aimlessly and the orcs gibbering in a language too crude to decipher. Orcs? The green-skinned beastmen. They are responsible for the risen, and the task of destroying their source of magic must fall to your shoulders. And what exactly is in it for us? Maeve, do not presume to speak on our behalf. You are not in command of this mission. I know you are controlled by another. It is he who will deliver us from the scourge. It has been foretold, for this is the time of the great choice. This orcish magic is unknown to us in nature, but it is still magic. It can therefore be undone. But I cannot do so alone. Seek out the help of my two sisters, Elidra and Rithora. Their respective energy must be channeled into the focus prism. The statues will allow you to commune with them are nearby. I'll rest better knowing that the tower is rid of both orcs and the risen, but I still say, it seems like we're doing a lot of work for free. You will do the task set before you, as your master bids you and his master bids him in turn, just as has been foretold. I'm breaking the fourth wall there. I wonder what masters he speaks of. I wouldn't get too hung up on it, Horns. Some of these statues can be a little eccentric. Do I understand you mean to be addressing me? Yeah, you know, those big curvy things on your head? Come on, if we're going to do this, let's find those other two statues and get it done. The King's High Courier has her own way with words. Do not be concerned. You get used to it. You may even come to find it part of her charm. Indeed. Find Devron's sisters. Alright, so I am going to go back to the city from this point. I can teleport to the living quarters area. Ow. So I know I can upgrade that to level 2. I know I can upgrade eventually. I need a blueprint for that. Library. Alright, so let's go here. What I need is a bit of chest. Go to inventory. Yes, there we go. Oh, sorry, I want to be. Go back to the blacksmith. Oh, yes, I can enchant things too. Okay, so I don't have the right type to do any of that. Okay. I need to go to here. Look at the inventory. So he's missing everything on his body. She's got most things. So let's go back here. That's how you select them. Okay, so let's make some light armor. Oh, and you can select the rarity. You can increase the rarity and choose something different when you run low on stuff. And he needs pants. Okay, so let's go to the inventory. Put this stuff on him. There we go, that's better. Do I need anything else? Inventory. No, just random rings. It's the only thing left. Unless I go up a tier to get something strong. Yeah, what is he wearing for, what is he using? Inventory, he's using a quickwood wand. I should probably make him a better weapon. Magic staff, magic wand, magic focus stone. So it's definitely better than that. Now, the question I want to know is, where can I dismantle some of this stuff? Oh, no problem, Love Up Lady. Enjoy your lurk. I'm probably wrapping this up here soon. I've been playing for a while and I have some work I need to get to. But in the meantime, enjoy your lurk, as always. Don't need that. Where you can dismantle these things. Oh, yes. This is definitely... There we go. So I can just do that here. Cool. Some crystals. You should actually have this on. That's better than that. I wonder what would happen if I put the two. So 13.6, 17% damage, attack speed. Nice. 20%, 17% damage. This does more damage. So it doesn't really matter. I should probably just pick one. Attacks per second. I should keep one to work with the shield, and then that will do for now. Does slightly more damage. Okay, so now that I've done that, I have more things that I can make. If I wanted to. I think for now I'm good. I could definitely make a better. Let's make a better shield. Four, 5, 5, 13, 5, 5, 5, 5, 13, plus mastery. Yep, that's definitely better. So in the when any event that I need it. She's doing fairly well with that stuff. Shoes. He needs shoes. Let's go back and get him some shoes. Let's put those on you, buddy. There we go. Okay, so they are now much better prepared. They don't have anything to gain there. Upgrade points available, none. And still just the one, so okay. Let's go ahead and go back to the tower. Yeah, see, I'm only 67% of the way through the entrance. Oh, so I can do some challenges against them. Large groups, survive the storm. Relative power. I guess it gives the relative power of each one. So I can actually just come in and do battles to gain statistics and gain weapons and gain resources if I wanted to. I wonder if they're different per level. Let's see what happens here when I do one. Let's just go straight into a fight here. Okay. Very familiar battlefield. Puppies around.
Got
Yes.
a second?
Yeah, go ahead. The mic's on. So give me a second. Just get out of this battle. Give me just a second here while I... Alright, sorry about that. I had to discuss some business. So it doesn't look like it doesn't look like the battles with your with each level changes any. So when you're looking at you're talking about trying to make sure you do all of them before you go to the next level, I don't think that it offers you any benefits one way or the other. 2 skeletons propped against the wooden beam. They seem to have been brought here and discarded. Okay. Another tent. Nothing remarkable in this one. So there's another battle over there to, I guess you'd say, the east of us. Since we're already over here, we might as well go up this way. See what we find. There's another fight. I wonder if it could tell us up here. No. This doesn't tell us. Yeah, basically you only get to see how far you've come percentage-wise on this entrance level when you leave the city and you come back. Okay, let's go do this fight real quick. The elite wraiths are assaulting your party. Spelling error. So we've got an elite magi spirit. This is what the world looks like right there, that image there with the gray, with the sun basically turning red. Alright, so this is a familiar battlefield. Let's go this way where we can get into position and just start doing some fighting. I want to get a little closer to this one. They're coming up pretty quickly. Let's do this. Come on, you got it. That was fairly easy. Oh, we have a bow now. This is as the boy, him coming near discovering the tower. Looks like he's killed a rabbit. Good for him. Hasn't skinned it or anything, so he's not really that ready, but hey. Yeah, definitely loading screens are an issue. Alright, let's see what's over here. Little section off over there. Some treasure. Oh, there's another. Looks like we're heading around to that side. So we should go back real quick and see what those other 2 sections cover. It was the larger path, so I guess it's safe to assume that it was going to be the bigger one. I mean, like the direction you would need to go. Lovely. It's another orc tent. These tents are made from an unfamiliar animal hide. Inside your champion see many bedrolls. Clearly, these orcs do not value their privacy. Time for a fight. Ooh, there's a portal there of some kind. An earth collar. Cow looks pathetic. Okay, so we have. I'm guessing that's a spawn point. Spawn points. Spawn points. It looks like I need to wipe these things out in order. So what that begs the question. What is this? Okay, let's head this way. out of the fire. Okay, so that one's down. Let's knock him out. One down, one down. One portal, guessing. Yep. Okay, so number one. Looks like the tower's down. Get out of the poop, buddy. Get out of the poop. It's a very big battlefield here. Let's get you all over here. Heal yourself up. This one out, and boom. Nicely done, if I do say so myself. Alright, got another bow. I don't think it's going to be any better, but we'll check. There's the boy and his rabbit again. You could tell that tower is upside down, so I don't know why they wrote these characters like when they went into this thing to not realize that the tower was upside down. I mean, I get the boy not remembering until he came back because his memory was blocked, but that tower is obviously upside down. This is just me having an issue with the dialogue. Alright, so let's check out these bows. Not better. Not better. Give me crystals instead. So where are we now? Over here? Yep, so let's go check a healthy branch. Okay. Oh, treasure. Oh, another bow. Man. She's getting lots of bows here. Oh, nice shields. Did we reach the end of that one? Yes, we did. What's this bow like? 7.5, 19% slow chance. I've already got that. So, dismantle, give me a green crystal for making things from magics. Anything back there or over there, so let's go up this way. See what we find over here. Can't go beyond that for now. Treasure, wooden cart. The cart holds many crates crammed with provisions. These are tracks. There are tracks leading off deeper into the tower. Is this how the orcs got to this floor from a lower level? Well, they had to get here somehow, right? Armor. Who could that be for? Nah. Give me a green crystal instead. So we have another fight, and we're back. We've done a full circle, looks like. Alright, let's go fight this bunch. Fight! Another earth caller here. So, spawn, spawn, spawn. Let's go. Draw you guys out to the middle. Actually shoot at him, don't keep walking around. Come on, you can do it. Nice. Nicely done. Got some boots. That's a nasty looking little robot right there. Probably just have to hit him right there in one of those joints to take him out. Cut off his hydraulics. Alright, so I have been playing pretty much for 2 hours now, so I think I am going to call it right here. Let me check this pair of shoes that I got. I actually like these better. You go there. Yep. Gained any skill tree points? Nope. Okay, so yes, I'm going to save the game right here, and that's where I'm going to call it. Okay, so that was Tower of Time. I will be continuing this play probably not tomorrow. Tomorrow's creative stream. I'm going to be doing some cross stitching, but Saturday I will likely play this again for several hours, so I can make some more progress, get off of this entrance level, and go down to the next one. So